Howdy folks, hope you're all having a good one, and welcome back to Aliens Dark Descent, where we're still in the Harpers Hell Refinery. I'm not quite sure how far through we are, but we've just extracted a bunch of survivors,
Get moving.
and we have unlocked access to the elevator to take us down to the basement level, which I'm sure is going to be all kinds of fun. And that's over here. This appears to be as far as we can take the ARC, however, so we're going to have no mobile backup. Before I take the squad down to the next level, though, there was a room down here that I didn't check out. In fact, it looks like there's a bunch of stuff here that I haven't checked out, so well, let's check it out. Hive aggression is still on easy. Haven't seen that many aliens, actually. It's mostly just been these whack-job cultists. Motion tracker's clear. And there's a door up here that I noticed earlier, but I never actually investigated. Oh, and there are some motion tracker contacts on the other side.
They're headed our way.
Okay. Looks like cultists again. Let's pop a field motion tracker down here.
Setting up
Oh, there's a contact down to the south. That's probably an alien. Oh, there was another objective up here.
More signals incoming. Hurry up, squad!
On the cameras, we spotted a damaged synthetic. If I can repair it, we could use it as an engineer back on the ship. Okay.
Move on!
Let's see what we can see. Bunch of cultists. Thankfully, there's some nice hard cover here.
We're spotted!
Most of them are in the open. Ah. Okay. I was wondering where all the aliens were. Alright, we'll hunt again. Fair enough. We've taken care of any immediate threats. And the motion track contact was down to the south is now out of range, so hopefully isn't going to come looking. Yeah, it looks like we're clear. Some med kits over there. Which I don't actually need at the moment.
We can't stay here.
This just looks like the other way around. A quick pan around with the old flashlight, nothing else there.
Come on, team.
Oh, there's a stiff up here to check. And a terminal we can unlock. This looks like the room containing the synthetic that we spotted on the cameras. Ooh, stress levels are getting uncomfortably high, but
listen, I think we're
okay,
good.
the hunt's been interrupted.
That's our guy.
There's a data pad in here as well as that
Repair that
synthetic, and nothing else. But I mean, the synthetic alone is going to be good. It's an extra engineer. Now I could create a shelter here. I mean, it's a good place for it. It only requires one tool, but I only have 3.
Affirmative.
Alternatively, I could give everybody a dose of the happy pills. I mean, I've got 6 meds. It would use 4, but there's another med kit sitting outside waiting to be picked up. Just put me down on 3.
Squad. Now escort him to the ARC.
Right, what's this data pad say? From Melissa to Graham. Found us a way out. That guard I've been working on when he's agreed to open the vent hatch tonight. Huh. Looks like people are trying to... well, whether or not they succeeded, and I hope they did, but they probably didn't. So...
double time!
Right, we have the synthetic with us. He's got a pistol, so he's capable
team.
of defending himself. Not very well, of course. Oh, that door is busted permanently open. Which probably means it's leading to...
there's something around.
Ah, shit. Can I get it before...
Got
no,
you in my
no.
sights.
Too
Shit,
slow.
they know we're here.
Right,
Check your
yeah, I
vitals,
saw that
squad.
door busted open. I thought, yeah, that's probably a hide exit. And I was right. And sure enough, there was an alien exiting the hive. So we're hunted again. Which isn't immediately terrible, because there's nothing on the motion tracker. So there's nothing actually closing in. But stress levels are continuing to rise while we're hunted, and that's bad. Looks like there's a point there I can call the ARC up, but it's blocked.
They're after you, squad. Get out of there.
It's probably blocked on this
Shit,
side.
it's coming to us.
But I'm
They're
not sure
headed
how
our way.
valuable opening up ARC
Move on.
access on this side of the map is going
Come
to be,
on, we
because I'm
can sign
basically
up for
done with
this.
this level anyway. Oh, this isn't good. Stress levels are
Hurry
peaking
up,
at over
slugs.
100. What have we got? What negative side effects am I enjoying now? Disruptive. All Marines in the squad, including the disruptive one, and there are 2 disruptive
Shit,
ones,
man, I don't
take
like that.
additional stress damage. Great.
I don't hear them anymore.
And now...
We're clear.
Oh no, this is really... I need to sort this out. Let's get the synthetic extracted. And then find somewhere to rest up. It's a funny thing, actually, because I've been watching other people's playthroughs of this game. And everybody seems to play in slightly different ways. And there are certain things that I see other people doing that really wind
Stay
me up.
Move on.
And I know it's going to be the same. In fact, you've already said so. For you guys
Hurry
watching
up,
me.
slugs.
But I'm watching people who rely on mines a lot. And mines are not a bad thing. They're a secondary weapon that you can unlock, and in fact I have unlocked. And I'm going to hole up here and rest. But the person that I'm watching, he just, like every 20 yards, he stops and drops a mine off behind him, and then he's got no command points left when he gets jumped by
Well, that
aliens.
door.
There's
You
another
shut
guy
up,
I watch who is
fucker.
obsessive about picking up every last piece
Door welded.
of resources that he can, even when they're stuff that he doesn't need. I mean, I've watched him play the final mission in this game, and he's still picking up things like xeno samples and materials. Stuff that he can't actually use because it's the final mission in the game, and you can only use them when you get back to the
What are you
Otago.
waiting for?
And he's
Breakfast in
unlocked every Xeno project. He's unlocked every item of equipment. He doesn't actually... I mean, even
Cut
if it
that door
wasn't the
open.
final mission in the game,
Breaking the
and he
web.
could actually use them, he still can't use them because he's unlocked everything with them.
Door
He
clear.
still obsesses about picking
Come on,
every
team.
last piece up, exploring every
Hurry up,
bit of
squad.
the map, just in case he's missed any resources. And I've seen him get Marines killed doing it, where he's in the middle of a firefight. Like, there are aliens literally in melee range, clawing his Marines' faces off. He's already lost 1 Marine by doing this, so he's down to, you know, there's 1 less Marine in the squad. And in the middle of a fight, he'll detail 1 Marine to go off and pick up some resources
frosty, Marines.
at the other end of the room. And of course, while the Marine's doing that, he's not defending himself against the aliens. So he loses
Got you in
another
my
Marine.
sights.
It's intensely irritating to watch. And I realise I'm doing things that are winding you lot up as well. I don't think any of them are quite as bad as that, though. But then again, I mean, I don't know, different things annoy different people. I think my biggest problem is an over-reliance
Safe
on
position taken.
managing stress levels. Which isn't a bad thing, but it's not the end of the world if your Marines go over 100 stress. I do realise this, but I
Move
try to
on.
avoid it wherever
They're
possible.
headed our way.
Because they do pick up negative effects, and some of them can be really bad. I mean, that disruptive one was, yeah, extra stress. Even when not being hunted, for every
Affirmative.
Marine in the squad with the disrupted effects, yeah, that's bad.
They're
And
headed
that
our way.
some aren't that bad, but you can have Marines go berserk, and their accuracy drops by like 20 points, and they fire twice as
Access
much
granted.
ammo. That's pretty bad too. And your Marines actually have 3 different stress levels. Oh, there's something in here. Can we snipe it? Yes, we can. It's a Guardian.
Got
Not
you in
that
my
bad.
sights. You like that, huh?
Yeah, their stress levels can rise to 100 3
Hurry up,
times,
squad.
and they can pick up an additional trauma every time. And I think if you let it go all the way to the max, they gain permanent traumas. You know, the kind of stuff that you can only get rid of.
Come on, team.
I was going to say vigilance, sorry, the redemption perk when you promote them. So stress is serious in this game. But I admit that I probably do overmanage it more than I need to. What else do I do that winds you up? I realise I'm kind of asking for it in the comments here, but you know, it's a valid question. Is the stuff that I do too much of that I shouldn't be doing, or is the stuff that I'm not doing enough of that I should be doing more? Like taking advantage of some of those secondary weapons, like mines, for example. I've got them unlocked, but I almost never use them. Sometimes
Deploying
it's because I
motion
just
tracker.
forget to equip different secondary weapons at the start of a
Setting up
deployment.
motion tracker.
Hello, this door's sealed.
Cut that door
What's on
open.
the other side of that door?
Motion
Let's
tracker
find
activated.
out. But yeah,
Open
feel
up,
free to give me shit in
Sesame.
the comments. What is it I do that in particular winds you up?
Door open.
Don't be shy. You
Move
aren't
on.
normally shy about it. I mean, it's too late for me to do anything about it, of course. I have actually already finished this
something around.
campaign playthrough.
They're
So
headed
don't
our
expect
way.
to see me changing anytime soon.
Let's see what's
But feel
inside.
free to get it off your chest. Right, what we got in here? Ammo, materials, med kits.
More signals incoming.
Well, we're definitely on the right track. That's a ton of motion tracker contacts. And I'm probably going to have to go that way, but for now... Or actually am I? I don't think I am. I mean, there's probably stuff there that I could be picking up.
It's working.
But,
Stay alert,
yeah, this
Marines.
objective is now
We don't
done.
know what we'll find in that basement.
We're going to the basement. Mission completion 60%. That's not bad for one deployment.
Come on, team.
Alright, so what's in the basement?
Look at that. These guys are nuts.
Guess we found that poor guy's family after all.
Is there a girl in there?
Anything more specific while we're at it, Sarge?
She'd be in her teenage years, blue eyes, and a nose like mine.
Oh yeah, Sergeant Harper's from this planet, isn't he? He has family here. Right, let's take a look around. Motion tracker's clear. See if there's any loot to be picked up. I'm still... Well, my med pack pouches are full, but I can still use some more tools. Oh, wait, what? Oh. This is a praetorian.
Usually, they don't do that.
Focus, Marines. That critter's different, but no less dangerous. Find these containers before it finds us.
It's a bit bigger than a standard drone or even a warrior. And it doesn't immediately attack, which is kind of worrying. Praetorians, how can I put this? There's some made-up expanded universe shit. You never saw a Praetorian in any of the movies.
Deploying motion tracker.
Drop a motion tracker here.
Setting up motion tracker.
I don't like the idea of that thing running around.
Motion tracker activated.
I think the idea behind Praetorians is that they act kind of like officers. I'm
my
stretching
way.
a bit here,
Come
but
on,
they're
team.
kind of like officers for the hive.
Hey, I found
They don't
something.
attack
Looks like a
immediately.
data pad.
Instead, they go and get
Let's see
reinforcements
what's inside.
and direct other aliens. And I think, at least in this game, if you don't kill them when you see them, they run off and heal, and then come back with more friends. So I'm going to place a couple of sentries here covering the
Deploying
field motion
sentry gun.
tracker, because I can always overcharge the motion tracker to cause a distraction, and then the sentry guns can mow down whatever comes to investigate the motion tracker. So, anyway, yes,
Sentry almost
Praetorians. Like I said, made up expanded universe shit. They were never in any of the
Sentry
movies.
activated.
And I know that I say I'm a massive Aliens fan, and it's true, I am. The first two movies were amazing. The third one wasn't bad. The fourth one wasn't terrible. We don't talk about Covenant and Prometheus. They never happened. They don't exist. But then you've got all of the stuff written in the novels, and
Move
most of
on.
it's shit. Because usually, without exception, I mean there are some exceptions, but they're very rare. But generally speaking, if an author gets the gig to write a novel in somebody's expanded universe, and it doesn't have to be Aliens, the Star Wars expanded universe is littered with all this kind of shit as well. They didn't get that gig because their own novels sold particularly well, right?
There's something around.
And what
On
you
my
tend
way.
to find in a lot of these expanded universe novels is they just basically retread the stuff that happened in the original movies,
see
but
what's
bigger
inside.
and better, and you know, it's like in half of the Star Wars expanded novels, the plot was just yet another Imperial super
Come
weapon,
on, team.
just bigger than the Death Star. You know, use your imagination for God's sake. And that's kind of what the Praetorians are here in the
Sentry
Aliens
gun.
expanded universe. They're just aliens, but bigger and more dangerous.
Sentry packed.
And I just can't help but feel that, and this applies
Double
to,
time!
you know, people who write in any kind of expanded universe, whether it's Star Wars, Aliens, or whatever, but if that's the best you can come up with, just do what everybody has done before, just bigger and more dangerous, then it really does kind of highlight a lack of imagination on behalf of the expanded universe writers. Which I suppose, of course, is why all these hacks get the expanded universe novelization gigs in the first
These
place.
nut jobs do love their trains.
They probably use those rails to move the containers around. We follow them, we find the crates.
I mean, if they had enough imagination of their own to write successful
on, team.
novels, they wouldn't be dependent on work writing for somebody else's universe.
Got something on a tracker.
And there are exceptions. I mean, sometimes you find an actual
Right now.
big-name science fiction author writing
Hey,
one of these
I found
expanded
something.
universe
Looks like a dead
novelizations,
bat.
but usually not so much. A lot of them can't even be bothered to do basic research into the subject matter they're writing about, and they just get shit wrong. I remember once reading Tales from Jabba's Palace, an utterly forgettable book except for one thing. In one of the stories, they were talking about Dengar, one of the bounty hunters who was set after Han Solo during The Empire Strikes Back, and made an appearance also in Jabba's Palace in Return of the Jedi. And this story,
multiple
Dengar's
signals.
tale, was talking about how Dengar missed all of the excitement at Jabba's Palace because he was in Mos Eisley at the time. No, he fucking wasn't. He's right there in Jabba's Palace when Luke makes his grand entrance.
Quiet.
Did you actually watch this movie that you're writing about? You fucking hack. Alright, there's the Praetorian.
More signals.
And the
incoming.
Aliens expanded universe,
Drone spotted.
with the exception of the Dark Horse comics, which were mostly excellent. But other than that, the Aliens expanded universe is not that much better. Right, the Praetorian's wandering around. I can't get through there, it's barricaded. And C4 isn't going to shift that.
Quiet. It didn't see us.
The thing about this Praetorian is it won't stand still long enough for me to take it out with a precision shot. And even if it did, I'm not entirely sure a precision shot would kill it outright, because it's a tough bugger and it would just run off, hide, heal up and come back. Now it hasn't spotted me yet,
Come on, team.
and it is much bigger and much stronger than regular aliens. There it is. And, you know, if I... Come on. Give me the shot.
Got you in my sight. We're spotted.
Okay. Yeah, headshot didn't... It barely
Hurry up,
dented
son.
it. Okay, I need to back off. The problem
Bring
with
them
this
down.
particular part of the map... Oh shit, here they come. Yeah, this is what Praetorians do. Is don't really have very long or clear lines of fire.
More signals incoming.
And hunting a Praetorian in a confined space like this? Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Roger.
I'm going to pop a mine
This
down
gun
here.
is a frickin'
I don't even know if a
lawnmower.
mine would take a Praetorian out in one go.
Mine's activated.
That looks like it's circling around again down to the south. Oh, he's a sneaky bugger. Right.
They got our scent. Look alive.
Yeah. I need it dead. I have to kill it.
Tactical analysis in progress.
Right, I need command points, so I've burnt the toolkit, but Smudge doesn't have line of fire. Oh, is it going to come back around this side? No, it's heading back down the way I came.
That fuckers.
That gives me the opportunity to actually catch it in the open and blow it away before it can duck into cover, but that would mean turning my back on this lot. Shit.
Light them up.
Okay, mine took that one out. That's the Praetorian coming back.
They're headed our way.
And it's just never exposed to fire for long enough for me to actually kill it. And the precision shot isn't... I mean, precision shot does a lot of damage.
They got our
It'll
scent.
one-shot
Look
kill a
alive.
warrior or a drone, but it
Who
barely
else
scratches the
wants
surface
some?
on a Praetorian. And of course, every time I damage it, it just runs off heals and comes back.
Take a
Bringing
breather.
more friends
Watch
with
that
it.
stress, squad.
They're
Stress
headed our
levels
way.
are already approaching 60%, or have exceeded 60% in some cases. Mac the rookie is not doing particularly well.
They're headed our
And that's
way.
a shit ton of contacts just appeared. Oh, but they're on the other side of the
Suppressive
barricade.
fire.
Now, on the
Check
off chance
your
that they can
vitals.
figure out a way of getting around that barricade,
Contact!
let's put down some suppressive fire, because that is a lot of contacts.
They lost your track, squad. Good job.
Still doing alright for
Quiet.
command points.
It didn't see us.
Everybody's ammo is running a little low though. And I don't have a huge amount of reloads. Yeah, that's all those motion tracker contacts. A bunch of runners and drones on the other side of the barricade. There's that fucking Praetorian again. Still don't have a clear line of fire from my
Let's
sniper.
rock! Shit, they know we're here.
I mean, we're hurting it, but we're just not killing it.
Check your vitals, squad.
I really need to catch it in the open like that and force it to fight. Yeah, and that's not going to happen standing in the
Move
corner
on.
like this. I need to get out of there.
Straight ahead.
Right, kill it. I've got 2 command points left. See how it
Grenade.
likes a grenade from the pulse rifles. And we'll do it
No
precision.
way. Got you in my sights.
Wow, oh,
Get it. I'm
okay.
ready.
Oh, this is what I'm afraid of.
Tactical analysis in progress.
I could use retribution.
Okay, let's go nuts.
I very, very rarely actually use it, and the retribution bar's nearly full. We'll shotgun the one coming from behind us, but we
Don't
need to
mess with
finish
me.
off this bloody Praetorian.
Let there be light.
So I'll throw a flare. Actually, no, grenade launcher. Ah, crap. Bollocks. Okay. I'll use my last command point, protecting my rear. We've already spent the flare, and didn't need it, we killed the Praetorian anyway.
They're
Alright,
headed our
well that's
way.
one
Hurry up, you slug.
weight taken off my shoulders.
Contact!
Great.
They're squirrely
That's
little
just
bastards,
great.
aren't they? Oh,
Hive is
fuck
restless.
me.
Be
Massive
careful.
onslaught. Of course, we've just crossed over into medium hive aggression.
Deploying sentry gun.
This is not a bad place to deal with a massive onslaught, actually. Lots of nice clear lines of fire. So let's get the sentries down.
Runner, kill it!
And while we're not being immediately attacked, we'll get the 4
Sentry
Xeno
activated.
samples from the dead Praetorian. Now, is
Affirmative.
anything likely to come back at me
disgusting.
from the other way? I don't really see how
signals
it
incoming.
could,
Here's
because
your
the door up
sample.
there was sealed. And there's nothing back the way I came but the elevator. I'm going to pop some happy pills here to take care of the stress. I mean, I may as well start using the med supplies. My pouches are full. I've come across all kinds of med kits that I can't pick up because the pouches are full, so I should definitely use them. Right, here it
More
comes.
signals incoming.
Okay, there's a bunch of contacts up there, but that door's sealed. And there's a bunch of contacts. I'll place the sentry
Deploying
gun
sentry gun.
facing back the way I came, just in case. You know,
Sentry
let's not
almost
take
ready.
any chances. Where are they going?
Well done, Marines. Seems
Massive
like they're
onslaught?
coming
Well,
down.
that's my kind of massive onslaught. I think the problem here,
On my way.
and unfortunately this does
Packing
just
sentry
kind
gun.
of point to not
More
particularly
signals
good
incoming.
level
Sentry
design,
packed.
is that with that
Runner,
Praetorian
kill it!
on this side of the barricade, and there's a lot of them all on the other side of the barricade, desperately trying
More
to find a
signals
way around.
incoming.
The Praetorian didn't really have any allies to call on, so instead, and I can't shoot over it, instead rather than, because it just kind of wandered around playing hide and seek, didn't it? It never really was much of a threat.
Packing sentry gun.
Certainly not in the way that they built it up to be in that cutscene. And I think it's because there was no way
Sentry packed.
at the moment,
More
but
signals
I mean that's a
incoming.
lot of contacts on the motion tracker, but none of them can
Move
actually
on.
get to us. So having the Praetorian pop out on this side of the barricade seems like a
Move, move.
not particularly good idea.
Tango, straight ahead.
Looks like
I'm
they
certainly
found
not
us.
complaining. The problem is the massive onslaught did summon a whole bunch of extras,
Kill that bastard.
and well, at least one of them has figured out a way of getting around, but certainly not all of
Watch
them.
out. You like that, huh?
Now that's what I'm talking
See,
about.
if they didn't reduce that Praetorian after
Incoming.
I got around to the other side of the barricade, I would have been in a lot of trouble. But they didn't,
They got our scent. Look
so I
alive.
wasn't.
Light them up.
Now that huge mass
I
of runners
really
and
love
drones
this
that were
gun.
summoned by the massive onslaught are still there, but they do all appear to be stuck on the other side of that barricade with no obvious
Right
way
now.
of getting out. I have been pursued by a couple, which would suggest that maybe there's a hive exit on this side of the barricade. So I'm pretty sure that down in the basement level at least, I'm going to have to open up a way to get around to the other side of the barricade, and I'm
I
kind
think
of
we're
hoping
spotted.
that maybe if I come up here and start picking
Come
up some
on, team.
supplies, because now I'm low on
Let's
meds
see
and I've got
what's
no
inside.
tools, when I go back down, maybe they'll have reset. Or, if I were to extract, because I have got promotions for everybody now, including Deadeye Smith over there, who was higher ranked than everybody else. And if I extract now, I mean, I'm pretty sure if I extract now, don't forget, everything's... See, that's the problem. Everything on
Don't get
these
too
maps
comfy,
is persistent.
okay?
I have killed the Praetorian. I don't know if the massive onslaughts are persistent.
On
though.
it.
So maybe if I extract the squad now and come back, I can head straight back down here, because I've unlocked all the elevators. There's still a bunch of resources here that I can pick up. There's actually
granted.
areas of this level that I haven't explored yet either. Remember, there was an access point to the ARC that was blocked that still needs to be opened. So we can come back. There's no real pressure on us at the moment. And I want to get this squad out and promoted and then come back stronger. I think we get to choose a specialisation for Mac. And Spider, Sharpie and Smudge all got promotions too. And it looks like we're getting out just in the nick of time because there's contacts closing in from all directions. Yeah, I think we're done for the day. So, let's see what we earned. Back to the Otago. What were we at? Something like 60% mission completion? 75% actually. That's not bad for one deployment. We didn't lose any Marines, everybody got promoted, and we did get some stuff. No more secondary objectives, so there isn't actually anything else left on the first floor for me to do other than pick up supplies. But we did get promotions for everybody, so let's see what we got. Mac and Sharpie are both going to get to pick a specialisation. So, Recon or Tech? I'll come back to that, see if we get different choices. Let's give Spider a promotion, my smart gunner. She's now level 4. And we get Smart Ass, Avenger, more retribution points, or Deadeye. Ooh, crit and dismemberment. I mean, she's got some fairly good skills already. But I think, I mean, I'll take the Smart Ass skill, but I think I'm probably going to have to make Mac a Tech. See what options we have here for Sharpie. Oh, Sergeant. Yes, I'll have that. Sergeants are great. Extra command points, faster regeneration on your command points if you equip them properly. What new skills do we get? I mean, he gets charismatic. It's a bravery buff. It's a big bravery buff just for being a sergeant. Ooh, level 2 bold. Even more bravery. That's really good. But redemption is kind of the... If you ever get the redemption, you should probably go for it because it removes the negative trait that they all start off with, and his negative trait means that he loses experience every time he deploys. I mean, more bravery is good, but if you ever get the redemption skill, you should probably always take it. So, I still have to promote Mac. Oh, actually, we can do Smudge first. What's he gonna get? Let's have a look. Team Spirit. More command points for every 2 members of the squad with the Team Spirit skill. That's good. But Unbreakable Will is a no-brainer because it removes the tired effect. So your Marines never get tired, so you can keep redeploying them. I'm going to have to make the decision about Mac, though. Tech or Recon? At the time of recording this, I was still very dubious about the value of a Tech, because a Marine with a smart-ass skill can also hack encrypted terminals. Techs are actually very, very, very useful, particularly when you get them promoted. Not just for the things that their drones can do, but also the things that they can do that do not require you to use a tool. But I'm going to come back to Mac later. I'm not going to make the decision just now. So we got 2 engineers and a physician. This is fantastic news, because engineers generate 5 resources every day. And resources are what you use to unlock equipment. Didn't actually see a lot of aliens on that level. 17 drones, 6 runners, 1 praetorian, mostly Darwin-era cultists.
Administrator Hayes.
Although you shouldn't underestimate them either, because they've got guns. And unless you can engage them from cover, they can actually weigh your squad down pretty quickly.
Administrator Hayes.
So, let's have a look. Yep, everybody's buggered. or in medbay. I do have one tech, Kurtz. I've got a couple of gunners. I need to decide what to do with
Bravo
them.
Zulu.
Tech or recon? I do only have one recon marine, and I can't be relying on smudge all the time. And I do already have a tech as well. What to take? Well, Unbreakable Will's available, and you always take Unbreakable Will if it's available, unless one of the other choices is Redemption, in which case you should probably already always take that first too. Got a couple of upgrade slots available, and of course the whole point in having a recon marine is giving them the silencer so you can get stealth kills. Right. Oh, and we need to actually give her the sniper rifle. Very, very important. Sniper rifle is the secondary weapon, and I'd already unlocked that for Smudge, so it's available for her as well, at no extra cost. Right. I don't think I've ever actually looked at the customization options, because some of these faces are seriously ugly. Helmet on, helmet off. That'll do. Right. So what's next? Should probably check out the training room.
No watch out
So
here.
all of the
Trust me.
rookies are passively earning experience every day since the training room came up. You can put them into intensive training, which doubles the rate of experience gain, but then they're all exhausted
count
once they
on them,
complete
man.
training. Although that's not really an issue because I'm not really using them anyway. Fortunately, I did
This
pick
one's
up
a
a medic
priority.
on that
Understood.
deployment, which is good because thanks to the previous day's random event, none of my medics were available. So like Sharpie
safe,
and two
okay?
others are still wounded, but they'll recover from their wounds tomorrow, at which point I'll be able to deploy them again. Meanwhile, in the brand new psychiatric care unit, I do still have a couple of Marines who are suffering from lingering trauma from previous deployments, but we can take care of that here by putting them into therapy. Latimer the medic, Smudge, the recon marine,
See you
and
around.
Kurtz the tech.
Welcome, Administrator Hayes.
I don't actually have any fresh projects to study, which is good because I only have 4 Xeno samples. Kind of running low on
Stay safe out
resources.
Ma'am.
Hello,
But with
Hayes.
7 engineers, I'm generating 35 every day. I'd like to unlock the
See you
incinerator, but I can't afford
Hello,
it just yet. So let's see what happens the next day. Go ahead and advance
New
time.
objectives are awaiting your review.
Oh, this is bad. Sergeant Ruiz, my highest ranking sergeant, is a Darwin-era cultist sympathizer, so I can either stamp down on it, in which case I lose my highest ranking sergeant, or I can let it go. But that will result in a fight in the mess hall at some point in the future. Shit. This effectively means I can't really trust Sergeant Ruiz anymore, and he is my highest ranking sergeant. I'll let it go, although that situation will come back and bite me in the arse at some point in the immediate future. But it's not completely terrible because I do just have a newly promoted sergeant, Sharpie, although he's significantly lower ranked than Ruiz. Yep, there's going to be a fight in the mess hall, and the infestation level has just increased. And then, just as
nice
another
day.
fuck you from the
Definitely
game, Ruiz, the sergeant I can't trust
This
anymore,
one
has
won't let
passively
you down.
earned a promotion from the training unit.
Bravo
So he's now
Zulu.
easily my highest ranked sergeant. He's now level 4. And then it gives me the option of giving him the redemption skill, remove his poor sight trait, or increase his bravery. These are both fantastic promotion perks, and I can't trust him. This game, man, it does love to kick you in the arse. Right, fuck Ruiz. I'm not wasting resources on him.
This one won't let you down.
Yeah, Martinez, you said that about Ruiz. One of my gunners, though, Maori, he doesn't have any upgrades. Some of the gunner-specific upgrades are pretty nice, though. This advanced tracking system. Anytime you single out an alien for everybody to focus their fire on, the gunner, with that, gets 10 bonus accuracy. These high-impact rounds increase the slowing effect of his suppressive fire as well. I'm going to go for the advanced tracking system and an ammo bag, because I have the resources at the moment. I think additional pouches so we can carry more medkits and more tools, which means we can recover more and bring them back to the ship for future deployments. I think that's going to be it for the day, though. I mean, we still have to redeploy to Harpers Hell today to get this current objective done. And I think, because there was only one secondary, and I've completed all but one of the primaries, so hopefully, it'll be a quick in and out. You know it's never going to be just a quick in and out, don't you? There's going to be all kinds of unanticipated problems. But all that coming up in the next episode. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this one. And as always, take care and stay frosty, Marines.